Taurus, we will now be exploring love, romance, and relationships, romance during this month. Okay, there's definitely a destined fire sign or an air sign coming in around some of you Taurians watching. Two aces, so two significant opportunities in love. For those that are single, I feel like you've got the world at your feet here. You're on cloud nine. You've possibly got a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo who's coming in and offering you love. I can almost testify that this person is wanting to be serious with you. They see that you would fit into their world very nicely. They see that you'd complement each other very nicely. And they're really eager to get with you. Could be sexually, infatuately, passionately. Could also be communication-wise. They want to get closer to you. They want to immerse themselves in your world, okay, with your friends, with your family, with your hobbies, etc. So there can be several options in love for some of you watching. That's absolutely the case. For others, I feel like if you've given something a go, there possibly is a second attempt at a relationship here. Or if you've been with someone for quite some time, I feel like you're fighting for each other here. So there's the notion of fighting for each other. You both bring something very different to your relationship or to your connection, which is quite good. Air fuels fire. So I feel like someone is going to communicate how much they want to fight for you, how much they want to impress you. And I mentioned that endless dedication and devotion with the 10 of Wands here. And like I said, you're sitting in a comfortable position here. Maybe it's because you fought for them for quite some time, Taurus, and now the roles are being reversed. Maybe that's the case. Maybe you know that with the Ace of Swords, something needs to be removed from your relationship because the sword slices away negativity. The sword is valor, it's courage, it's going into something, understanding why you're doing something, and there's a crown here. So I feel like if you're overcoming communication, or you feel like you've been pulling teeth by making someone open up or making someone talk or making someone communicate with you, I feel like that fight might continue on. It might continue on. But for some of you, you're actually going to possibly part ways. And that's where that new person might be coming in around you. Not for all of you. For some of you, the fight will continue because you know it's not over. And the Two of Cups can symbolize a second attempt at your connection or your relationship. But I do think for a lot of you, that Nine of Wands energy, you're protecting yourself because you know you can't fight for something anymore. You know you have to let it go and just let it be. I think for some of you, if you're letting go a situation or just submitting, I feel like if you're just sort of taking a back seat, somehow you're giving more power to yourself and this person will notice it. It's almost like they're going to come full circle. Now, for some of you, there is someone that needs space because I feel like they have got their own pursuits or endeavors, or maybe they just want to be single. They want to see if the grass really is greener on the other side, but unfortunately it's not, and I do see them coming back to you. They need to learn something in the process here, Taurus. Or perhaps this is you. Maybe you need time away. Maybe you need to travel. Maybe you need to distance yourself. Maybe you need to do things for yourself because in one way you're going to learn a lot about how you feel about someone. It's going to be very telling. Whether it's distance or you feel like you're fighting for communication, it's going to open up the floodgates here, and I feel like it's the floodgates of emotion with the Four of Cups. This is major life lessons that are being tied into you, tied into your love experience, that are shaping your love experience. It's also unexpected offers, all of which are being held by the hand of God, the universe, the angels, your spirit guides. So there's possibly the notion of the number 3. 3 attempts, 3 significant messages, 3 important dates that may take place, going to shape your love experience here. If you are dealing with a water sign, they're dealing with a lot emotionally and they need to come to some self-realizations, and they're not ready for that yet, Taurus. They still have a little bit of a journey to go, and you're going to need to be patient. They might come around in the next 4 to 5 weeks. If you're dealing with a fire sign, this person is going to be very forward, very open, and very fueled to get things going. They could also exhibit behavior that is quite emotionally charged, as indicated by the cards here. But there is someone who wants that with you, and they are going to place you on a pedestal here. For some of you, there's golden opportunities that will come from travel, okay? Travel can bring romance. Travel can bring one-night stands. Travel can bring you and together with twin flame unions here. So that's very, very exciting, Taurus. I think you've got a lot to look forward to here. Let's move on to your career, business, and finance, however, and see what's coming up for you. Taurus, career, finance, creative realm. Okay, this is very exciting, but you're building towards your future. There's something that you might start, and I think it's a collaboration here. It could be a new business idea. You've been thinking about it for quite some time, and you're actually going to go on some sort of journey here with the Three of Wands. So if you're starting a new idea or a new role, I do feel like you're going to be there for the long term, because the Three of Wands represents long-term commitment or seeing something through for the long term. So long-term career changes, long-term career prospects. If you're being offered a new role, there is a collaboration or a reason to celebrate in the workplace as well. Now, this collaboration could come forward from here. You did have that Two of Cups, so this can be two parties, two investors, two resources coming together to create something long-term. Now, there's a long-term vision that you might share with someone who has or is very similar to you in regards to career, has very similar goals. You will merge with this person or commit to them somehow, because the Four of Wands is a binding union. It's also seen as the marriage card here. So for some of you, there might be love and romance in the workplace with someone who is married or someone you might end up being married to. I know that's a little bit far-fetched, but the fact that you've got the Three of Wands here is that this person is going to be in your future. And, you know, for some of you, you could end up married to this person. Just putting it out there. I know it's more on love. But it could also be celebration, okay, for work. There's some sort of achievement here that'll be worth celebrating. Could be like a tribute night. Could be a gala event, a charity event. Could be that your work, you know, breaks through on a deal. There's a merger of some kind, but there's a reason to celebrate, or reason to celebrate finances even. So you might even buy yourself something luxurious. Some of you are receiving some sort of money you've been waiting on, okay, and you're finally receiving that, especially if you've been depleted on finances. I do feel like there's a shift here. If you are working with a fellow earth sign, a Taurus, a Capricorn, or Virgo here, this person might showcase, they might be suffering in some way here, maybe creatively, maybe they're suffering health-wise. They might take a back seat on things for some time, maybe for the next 5 weeks, 5 days, as you watch this. So that could also be significant. I want you to watch your finances, however. I feel for the most part you'll be quite good with them, because you are leaping from the Five of Pentacles to the King of Wands. So finances, I feel, could go either way. There's either massive losses or massive gains. Again, for some of you, there might be a bit of both here. Seven of Cups is also here. This is scattered energy. It's also achieving a goal or something you had planned for yourself. I feel like there's a bit of a selection process happening here. It's almost like you're selecting from some... It's a lengthy selection process, though. It's not something very brief. It's something that's quite elaborate or even in depth. With the Seven of Cups energy, could even be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio who's presenting these things forward. But I do feel like you're manifesting a lot of goals here. You're putting things together. It's either brainstorming or mind mapping. Slowly things are coming to fruition here, okay? You've got the plans. You might even consult someone to help you, because the High Priestess is here and she is seen as the oracle. She's all wise, all knowing, very educated, full of wisdom and understanding. So there's something that you might be seeking knowledge for, or you might be needing documentation or contracts. She holds the Torah, so there's a very important document that's coming in around you, Taurus, or that you'll have ownership. Could be the deed to a new property. Could be the deed to a new commercial estate. Could be you know, the signed contract of someone new starting on, but there's an important document that's coming in around you. And again, with the Sun card here, something is in its early stages here that's going to be around you in the long term. Could point to intuition and spiritual ability as well. Also a collaboration with the black and white pillars, which symbolize divine masculine and divine feminine. This is also fertility, the creation of something new, the merging of two parties, two unions, two parts to create something larger, okay, or to build on something in a much larger scale than you had previously envisioned. So a lot of long-term goals that are being created, whether you're aware of it or not, whether it's subconscious or not, it's definitely creating these long-term goals for yourself. And I do see someone helping you. Could even be a couple, a male and a female. She's divine feminine, he's divine masculine. So could even be you merging with someone of the opposite sex, or you've got a couple, either a male and the female. Could even be parents, could even be a friend and her husband, or a friend and his wife, that might help fund your project or help put you on the correct path that you need to go on to help make these dreams or visions come to fruition. Very you know, a lot of energy here, a lot of hard work and dedication happening around you in the. I will leave it at that though, Taurus. Thank you so much for tuning